Whoa, stray. I'm gonna live my life like I should. Whoa, stray. I'm thinking of making this a silent stream. I think we should all do that. We should all do that. It should be just silence, bro. Just freaking silence. Just be like, I have this much patience. But I have something set up so I can do. I'm gonna do it on live with you guys. I'm gonna. This is like going fishing, bro. Like, what do you catch? What do you catch? Do you catch some eyes? Do you catch some glances? Are they gonna research you? There was this one girl that researched me, and I looked at her profile recently, and it looked like she blocked herself. Either she got caught scamming people, I don't know, but usually when the messages are gone, that means they did that manually. So I'm pretty sure she did it manually. She did it herself. But did it seem like she was running a scam? She wanted to make a banner for me, like a banner for my YouTube and stuff like that. And she was asking me like, how much do you want to pay? And I was like, oh, okay. I asked for a art piece at one point, and that was just around $200. Let's just say, I think it was like 167 or something like that, just for him to draw me a picture and send it over.
Hey,
What?
check your email again, please. I sent a different link.
Okay, here it is.
Let me see. Scroll down, and you can't edit it or anything right now.
Accessibility mode, immersive reader, download. I could download it, I could print it.
Okay. Thank you.
Whoa, stray. Cause I'm gonna live my life like I should. And piece it all stray. Stray. Whoa, whoa, stray. So this is looking a little bit cluttered. I'm just mainly gonna, I'll clean with you guys. Oh yeah, what I was saying is, I have a Murphy bed, and I bought it from Walmart, and it's breaking already. Like, there's a problem with it. There's a serious problem with it. I'm very pissed off. Like, it shouldn't be breaking already, but it's already breaking. I'm very not happy. Like, it's aggravating, bro. Like, come on. I know I spent a very cheap amount, and you get what you pay for, you know what I mean? But I got it from Walmart, and Walmart is not a very trustworthy place. Like, it's trustworthy, but it's starting to become like a second eBay, and eBay does fake items. They sell fake items. A lot of vendors sell fake stuff. So in reality, you're buying a toy instead of something real. Like, you'll get really cheap headphones, and the headphones only last for 3 months. You have to spend $10, $10 every 3 months. And then they're trying to get you to get that concept underway where it's just like, if I spend $10 every 3 months and I get the inconvenience of it stop working that day, and I have to wait for it to fix itself. No, I have to wait for a new one to come in and all that. Basically, they get us first 2 or 3 times, because after 2 or 3 times of the headphones just crapping out, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get something else. Like this is not working for me. I'd rather buy something else. That's how consumers are. You know, they try a product and the product just doesn't work, and then they're like, I'm gonna go for the next one. Like, I need this, but I want it to work for me. So yeah, that's headphones, bro. But this is the Murphy bed. It's showing signs of not good signs. It's showing not good signs, guys. I'm gonna be pissed if it just breaks on me. Because if it breaks, bro, this bed is taking down the wall for sure. Because I installed it myself. It took me 2 days to install a Murphy bed. If anybody knows, a Murphy bed is for like smaller spaces. Because look what you can do. Look what I'm about to do. Oh, you can't see this light. This light is pretty cool. Whoa, strange. Wow, it just came off. Okay. I'm trying to get rid of my nerves when I stream or get on camera. Yeah, you get nervous, bro. Whoa, stray. Oh yeah, it's Easter Sunday, guys. care, but a lot of people do care. Seems a little fake to me. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, strength. And I'm gonna live my life like I should. Okay. Okay. Okay, finally, final part of the whole thing. You don't want a Murphy bed to break on you, bro. Like, it's nerve-wracking. So this is what I was going to do. Mostly I was going to scan in my stuff. So this is not going to take too long. I'm not going to be on stream for too long. You know, like I said, I'm going for like a silent stream, but I'll talk here and there. I love this though because I do everything. Oh my god, this is terrible. I do everything by feel now. It's like I wake up, I feel like doing this. When I'm going to sleep, I'm like, yo, bro, try to do this tomorrow. And let's see how that goes. Let's see if you actually do anything. And I be vibing. It's like, you know, vibe coding, you know, like you get to code your website and I'm just vibing my life. Like vibe living, bro. Vibe living. I guess people would read it like living. Okay. Oh, straight. I'm gonna live my life like I should. I do see live streaming as like a job because I don't have my full screen available to me. I'm going to get a second screen, and I've been wondering why when you get an expansion, they give you more ports for displays. And then I'm like, oh, because you actually need to use those display ports because like I'm going to need to connect a new display. And I was always getting pissed off because I was like, yo, what's the point of all these display ports? Like, why am I gonna buy this and it only has like 3 USB ports and then it has 3 display ports? And then I started using it and I'm like, oh crap, you do need displays. So I'm gonna get a second display and it's gonna be a mini display and it's gonna go right over here where my PS4 is. And I'm probably going to put it right on top of the PS4. And what it's going to do, it's going to manage my little icons here. And I want to watch the stock market. I want to see if there's any crashes or anything like that. But I don't know. The stock market is not that interesting. I'd rather do something else. But I've been looking for life insurance lately. I started working on a new website because I wasn't working on it before. I'm not really shopping for life insurance because I'm still not sure because you can get a $130,000 life insurance, term life insurance, for like $30. You can get a term life insurance for about $30, and that means that you get like $130,000 if you die to your beneficiary, whoever you want.
All right. Scan this for me.
Why do you need to scan it?
They need to see the references, like my citations. No, not scan. I mean, like with your phone, take it. Like, look at the QR code. Let me see what comes up when you do it. Open. Yes. Ah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Whoa, stray. I'm gonna live my life like I should. Oh, I actually need the scanner. Yeah, let me take a break from the life insurance thing because I'm not sure where I'm going with it. But I'm getting some headway. I'm getting some headway. I'm getting some headway. I promise you. I promise you I am. So I'm gonna be scanning stuff because this was what I sent myself last night. And I was like, "Oh, bro, can you scan these in for me because they've been sitting here for months, and you know how it is, bro. We got to get on top of shit, bro. Like it's just how we are. gotta get on top of stuff. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna put those down. I'm gonna look at that later. Okay. Demons inside of the cans. I gave my bro in advance. Love is just not in the plans. Not even taking the chance. Studio right at my yard. I'm doing 10 in a week. How long I've been in the street. Dreaming about work when I sleep. Okay, I need this. I need this. Okay, so I need Epson scanner. So it's a notebook. Let's see, scan mail, social media graph, 2025. Scan mail. Notebook, September 30th. What day is this? Oh, guys, you know, when you start writing, you really start dating everything. It's amazing. It's an amazing little thing. 70 subject. Uh-oh, I don't think I ever scanned this. Did I not ever scan that? That's crazy. Whoa. You know, I really do want to start live streaming more. I do. Like, you don't understand how badly I want to do it. And I just look at the days and I'm just like, oh crap. Like, I didn't even take a shower for the longest time because I was doing so many things for everybody else that I forget about myself. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. It's just like, come on, dude. Like, you have a life too, my dude. And people need to respect that. They need to respect that, dude. Wait, what? This is that. I hope I labeled these. Yeah, but people kind of don't respect it, and you end up working twice as hard trying to help everybody else out. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there, you're like, oh my gosh, all right, you need this and you need this, and then you don't realize that after you help them out, you take a break, and then when you're ready to start your stuff back up, they're like, oh, I need you to do something else for me. And you're like, yo, bro, that's why I started getting mad at May. I'm like, yo, we have to start doing stuff when we're together. We can't sit there, go out and walk around New York City for 5 hours and like just chill. Like I can't do that. It's like, no, bro, we have to start doing stuff. So she's starting to get into the rhythm of what I'm trying to say, because she's like, okay, fine, we'll start doing stuff, and I'm gonna start taking social media seriously because her mom actually showed interest. I'm looking for post-it notes, bro. Her mom actually showed interest in what she was doing, and she was like so excited about it. She was like, yo, this is so cool. Like she actually cares about something that I do. I wasn't gonna brag. I was gonna be like, who started you on that path, huh? Like, I was about to be like that. Then I was like, nah, Abram, don't say it. Don't say it, Abram. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. So I use post-it notes as indicators. It indicates that I scan. Oh, did I actually scan those or not? I did, right? Coral. September 30th. Back, front, back, front, back, front. Okay. Yeah, like everybody knows it. All right. It's already. You got it, Abram. You got it, bro. Like everybody's trying to hop online after they see me do it. They're like, you know what? Hold on, let me see if I can hop on. And I think that that is way better than you liking all of my videos. Like when you like all my videos, I'm just like, whatever. But then when you're like, I see you start posting stuff and you start posting more, I'm just like, okay. I feel much better about myself. Look at you. I inspired you. I think inspiration is way better than admiration. Because you can admire anything. Like, you can admire a girl. Like, it's very easy to admire a girl. And there will be hundreds upon thousands, upon millions, upon billions of people admiring the same person. You know, they're really, really cute. They're really, really pretty. And everybody's just like, you know what? I really like her. And you are the same way. You're like, you know what? I really like her too. And you're an admirer. And I don't want to be an admirer, you know what I mean? I want to be different. I want to be an inspiration. Stray. Cause I'm gonna live my life like I do. Whoa, stray. Bro, if I could sing, I'd go ham. I understand why they go ham. They like basically go broke. But Steve Conti, I think that's how you say his name. I'm probably saying it all wrong, bro. Oh, okay, this is scan this. So the other thing I was thinking of doing, I was thinking of buying a digital notebook because I actually end up writing a lot. And right now, I don't really write creatively in what's it called? I gotta sneeze. Oh my gosh. I don't really write creatively by hand. I like typing my stuff in. Like, that's the type of person that I am. Like, I feel much better when I type it in because I feel like other people are reading it. You know what I mean? And I try to limit myself on writing. I guess I'm doing it subconsciously at this point because I truly don't want to lose my work. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is going to be lost if anything ever happens to me. But if it's in a digital universe, it can be saved. I can save it somewhere. But I might have to start saving my stuff as JPEGs instead of PNG because apparently PNG holds more. No, that doesn't even sound right, does it? That doesn't even sound right. What sounds right is if you save it as a PNG because it's your artwork. Why? What other way would you send it? What other way? Tell me, please. Just tell me, and you shall relive a life that you never want to live again. Was red. Wow, this one bled. I don't know what pen I was using, but this paper was cheap. I don't think it was the pen. I think it was the paper. Nah, it was definitely the pen. That pen is thick, bro. And there we go. I used half a note of Post-its. You guys are wondering, how do I use all these Post-its? I have a bunch of Post-its, but I don't even ever use them. What are they for? You know, I use them for indicators. It's like I indicate to myself, it's like, all right, I use this one up. I scan this one to my computer. That's what I use it for, indicators. Because, you know, stuff moves around. Like my files move around and I scan my files. I scan them and then I put them away. And then when I'm looking through my stuff and I see something that's not scanned, I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I scan this? This needs to be scanned. Did I actually scan it? So by having a Post-it on it, it's like, oh, I already scanned this. And I scan everything. I try to scan as much as possible. I scan like I scanned. What am I trying to say? I scanned my mail. You know, because why shouldn't you? You know, it gives you an indicator. You know what I mean? And I filled out for disability, and the one thing that I regret is not scanning every single piece of paper that they gave me and not printing out every single piece of paper that they gave me. At that time, I was really in the dumps. I wasn't doing too well mentally. I was literally mental, bro. Like I was not the. Okay, okay. So this is the first thing that's gonna be scanned. Okay, okay. Demons just got out the can. I get my bro in advance. Love is just not in the plans. Not even taking a chance. Studio right on my yard. I'm doing 10 in a week. Dream about working my sleep. Okay, and I got a lot of each. 18. So, perfect. I'm going to upload this onto Patreon. And Patreon has all of my written stuff, everything that I've written down. And what people have to understand, when they scan things into the computer, you got to realize that you're doing it to save. You know what I mean? It's going to be put somewhere. I see Patreon, Instagram, TikTok. Those are places to back up your files on your phone. That's how I see it. That's personally how I see it. It's just like, yo, bro, I'm just backing up my files. Like, you have to manually do it because the cloud, you have to pay for the cloud. Once you run out of money, 1 month you don't pay, they stop saving stuff. You know what I mean? So usually the month that you stop paying, like you're in jail or something like that. Like you can't do anything about it. It's not like you can upload any videos, but while you're in jail, you can upload videos, bro. You can definitely upload some stuff. They might take your phone, but you know, unless you do some like really big thing, they won't take away everything, but even if you do something small, they will start taking stuff away from you. Like they'll be like, "Yeah, we're investigating and we have to get inside this house and we have to get inside their room and we have to search for anything dangerous or illegal," because a kid with a mental illness is dangerous and illegal, apparently. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really not surprised that they treat us like this, but it pisses me off to no end. 11, 19. Ooh, this one is doubled. I don't know what I did here. Oh, this is fucked. I talk to my best British accent. Terrible, bro. I talk in my best British accent. If you talk fast and you just let it flow, it gets much easier. Because where do they get the words? And they throw a little high pitch in there, then a low pitch. Whoa, straight. And I'm gonna live my life like I should. You know why they don't give us money? I just realized this. They are scared that with money, we will say what's on our mind unapologetically. So I think they use it as a form of penalty or something like that. Maybe. Am I thinking of the right word? Probably not. Whoa, strength. So I scanned these. Oh shit, they're upside down. There's so much stuff to pay for. So much stuff to pay for. Um, do they even help you out? That's the question. Like, what's the point of them? I don't know, personally. Why did it do that? Oh, I saved it as a PDF. Oh, whoopsies. Crap. That's why this one Looks weird. 1029. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I have to redo this. Yo, I'm doing much better. Usually I get on this and I just start talking, bro. I'm like, yo, I can't even focus. But when you do like a menial task, it gets much easier. It gets much, much easier. So peaceful in here. I'm not listening to any music. I feel like I need to focus up more when I'm like streaming, so I don't listen to music. It's not like I don't listen to music. Like I would love to listen to music. I would love to listen to music. want you guys to hear the rustling of papers as I do this. It's gonna be like an ASMR type shit, bro. I took the noise reduction off. There's not much noise in here. I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yo. It took May years to pay me back, bro. Like years. Years, bro. I think I'm granted like a little leeway when it comes to this shit. Cause there's shit that I want to buy. There's shit that I want to buy. I'm telling you, bro. The stuff that I want to buy is absolutely ridiculous. Nah, bro, but I'm telling you, hang out with me. Spend like a day with me. Preferably a girl. But spend a day with me and we will eventually get something done, bro. Eventually it will get done. It's just that when I want to take a break, I want to take a freaking break, bro. And like everybody was raring to go. Everybody was raring to go. They were like, yo, bro, we got the dealer. The dealer just has to make money. The dealer looks super skinny and he's ready to take on the world. And in reality, I was like, yo, bro, I'm not ready to take on anything. Like, I'm hearing shit and nobody's acknowledging that I hear shit, and it's weird. If I was to describe schizophrenia, that's how I would describe it, bro. I'm hearing shit and nobody is acknowledging that I'm hearing shit. Shit is weird. Shit is uber weird, bro. It's like, acknowledge it. Acknowledge that I hear shit, bro. Stop telling me everything is fine. Like, nothing is fine. If you tell me everything's fine, I'm just gonna go about it. And that's why I was like screaming rape, 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 because like it's like bro, you get assaulted and you're like, yo, I just got assaulted. And the police is just looking at you like, no, you didn't. And you're like, look, if you're a girl, it's like, look, my vagina is torn. Or if you're a guy, look, my neck is bruised. She choked me as she was doing it. And they're like, hey, your neck's not bruised. What are you talking about? Bro, shit is crazy.
Look, okay. A little better now?
What was wrong with it before?
Like the borders, there were no borders or anything for the writing and stuff. So now, and it looks even, right?
Yeah. That's a little off.
What's off?
Your big triangle.
You see that?
You can't fix it?
Just creating this and making sure everything's like exact. Shit's taking 2 days.
Whoa, 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 stray. And I'm gonna live my life like I should. Whoa, stray. My new favorite song from Steve Conte. If his name is Steve, May was dying, yo. She was like, "What's his name?" I was like, "Steve Conte." She's like, "What kind of fucking name?" Like, bro, that name is hilarious. I guess I should, post as I'm on live. I'm falling. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need more post-it notes, bro. I love saying that. Like, when you have a bunch of stationary items at your disposal, you feel like a god. Like, that's it, bro. But school makes you feel inferior to a god because you're sitting there, you have all these pens, pencils, and papers, and you're losing them left and right. Like, you don't even use them because you're running out of the house and everything like that. But if you work at home and you just have everything set up around you, you know what I mean? And you use the same things over and over again, and you create a bond with your different materials, it gets a little bit crazy because it's like, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually using this stuff. Like, I'm using whiteout. I've never used whiteout a day in my life. Like, every time I used it, it was like my teacher's or something like that. It wasn't mine, for sure. So basically, I have to justify 120 sheets. I have to justify to myself and to the world. I should just say that. I have to justify why I need an, what am I going to say? A notebook? Why do I need I don't know what they're called actually. Digital notebook. I'm just going to call it a digital notebook. Like, why do I need a digital notebook and a digital notepad? Why do I need these things? And the only way that I can feel like I'm talking to someone and I'm just like, yo, this is why I need it because I have this much stuff in it. I feel like I start to save. I feel like I start to save money more strategically and I start doing things more strategically than me just like sitting in my room, writing in my notebook and then just putting the notebook away and never looking at the notebook again. It's like, no, I want multiple eyes to look at these notebooks. And as you can see, 120, that won't push 500. That would, if it's 120 sheets times 2, it would be 240, and you could upload up to 500 images at a time on Patreon. So anyway, I want people to see what I'm working on. I don't want it to be hidden. Like, I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody. Everything is out there. That's how everybody should be. If you're hiding, it's because you have no idea what to do. You're lost. It's unfortunate. That's how I see it. It's just that you don't really get what you're doing, bro. You don't. You're hiding, and there's people that hide shit in plain sight too, like Jeffrey Epstein. Like, why didn't he just come out and say, like, I have a problem with children? He was like, okay, what's your problem? He's like, I find them attractive. And it's like, okay. But the problem, I think the problem starts with people themselves. You feel me? Because they're the ones that mistreat these pedophiles and everything. And even when they go into jail, you have a murderer and then you have a pedophile. and the murderer gets to kill the pedophile because the pedophile likes children. And no, and everybody's like cheering that murderer on. Two wrongs don't make a right, bro. And two wrongs definitely don't make a right. People will hate me for saying this, but I think that they just see a little bit differently. It's just like I see blue and a colorblind person sees gray. Am I gonna beat the colorblind person because they see gray and not blue? Am I gonna kill that person? Like, think of it like that. That's how I think of it personally. Like, it's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. People truly do treat people like shit, bro. They do. They do. I see it everywhere. I deal with it on a daily. Like, people have such limited views in life, something like that. Limited something. Like, it's like they have such limited knowledge and it shows in certain ways. It's like, if you're dumb, just say you're dumb. You know what I mean? But you have a lot of smart people walking around. They're like, yo, I'm the smartest person around and I get paid this much money, so I get to make decisions for everybody. And the decisions that they make are so backwards. It's like, how did you get all that money? This system must have been made by a dumb person, because only dumb people get money. That's how I see it. You have to work with the system so much so that it starts working for you. Because, like, for me, for example, I'm disabled, so it's like the only way this world was going to work for me properly was if they turn everything around for me. Like, it has to be turned around. Like, I'm coming in here, everybody's like, all right, everybody has to work a 9 to 5, and you have to make a family, and after you make a family, you have to start paying taxes, and you know what I mean? If you need a little help with your family, that's great. We'll help you out. But the main goal here is to find a wife and make kids and keep your head down. Don't really think too much about what's going on the outside. Everything is being handled for you. If you want to be a politician, make your way to the left. If you want to be an engineer, make your way to the right. And that's how we're dealt with. You know what I mean? It's like, don't think too deep into it, because it's never ever that deep, guys. It's never ever that deep. And you're sitting there like, bro, this shit is real deep. Like, what do you mean it's not deep? This shit is real deep. It's like you just told a bunch of people, yo, this is the ocean, and we're just gonna need beginner swimmers here to the left and pro swimmers to the right. All right, guys, just telling you, it's not that deep. You'll be fine. And you have like 50 people drowning, and they're like, yo, those are the outliers. Not many people drown. Sometimes it happens. And then these people, it just keeps happening, and they just keep dying. And they're just like, oh, don't worry about them. They're fine. It doesn't really happen to us. You know, once a doctor walks in, once in every 3 chances, somebody can't swim correctly, and it happens. But as you can see, 2 is bigger than 1, so it's not that big a deal. That's how I see it, bro. That's personally how I see it. No shit, you know, this thing, it does it whichever way it wants to, all right? And that's what I pretty much figured out. Yeah, but personally, that's how I view the world, bro. Like, so a lot of dumb people. I guess there's a lot of selfish people. I don't know. I don't know. Dumb people, selfish people. I don't really see the difference.
Okay.
You didn't print anything. Whoa, straight. All right, is it? Is it?
Okay, Adrian. How's this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, better. Whoa, that's small.
They're all small.
No, no, no. These are readable. This
No, I
is
mean
small.
those are just like the sub print.
Oh, did you steal those?
Hmm?
Did you take them from the book and just
No,
recopy them?
no. Like I created them, but it's supposed to. It's meant to be like a subtitle type thing.
Yeah, I know, I know. That's what they have in the books.
Yeah, but you're still able to read it though, right?
You have to look real close.
That's fine. You just need good eyes.
You sure it's supposed to be this packed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it looks good, I guess. Well, that's dark. Oh, wait, this is black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Perfect. Thank you.
And it scanned it sideways, bro. What? This thing is just fucking with me, bro. This thing is just screwing with me. It's like, regardless, you're gonna have to go back and recheck these, please. Because sometimes I'd be putting my passwords out there. I don't even care. But not passwords that I'm using. You know, I go back and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta change this password because I just shared the shit. Why is it upside down? I'm telling you, people think that disabled people have nothing to do. Like some of them are lost. You know, some of them are lost. But I be seeing some disabled people and it'd be scary. It's like, damn. But I didn't realize what disabled meant when they told me I was disabled, or they told me I had like a mental illness, and then they put me in a mental facility, and then that mental facility had mentally challenged people. We usually call them retarded, but like, you know, I'm not trying to be mean here. But these mentally challenged people, like they have, you know, severe, what do you call it? Not retardation. No, mental problems. Sheer mental problems. There's the violent ones, and then there's the docile ones. You know what I mean? And truly, like it was a eye-opening experience, bro. It was like, whoa, this is what people think of me. Like they think of me as a problem child, like somebody that doesn't get life. Okay. I want to listen to some Drake. I've been listening to Drake a lot more recently. Definitely a lot more. Because I just be working with his music. I just be vibing with his music, bro. Like views is like, okay. Let's get to work. Like the sound that views had made you feel like you're in the Bahamas, but you're working. You're not on vacation, you're working, bro. That's what it feels like. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, bro. Whenever I listen to Drake and More Life, I made that into like a working song or album because I worked and I played it back to back. I was working for a construction company, but I didn't do construction. All I did was build furniture. And one day I spent 24 hours there. And then Drake dropped an album, and Spotify had a promo where it was like, if you listen to Drake's album, we'll let you stream it for free. I don't know if they do that anymore. I don't know. But I played the album and I just played it straight. And I was just like, yo, more life, more life. And before they took off a song in Spotify for More Life, is the second song in. I don't even remember it. And it's so sad that I don't remember it because it's like, yo, I don't even remember what it sounds like. I don't remember what they were talking about. But that was part of my, one of those core memories. I took a shower last night. Mad happy, man. I feel like I'm homeless because I am homeless. Don't get that twisted. If I don't have my own money, I'm homeless. This money that I get from the government, this is investing money, bro. They are truly investing in me. When I was selling weed, I'm sure my boy looked at me and he was like, yo, bro, you're not somebody that works, bro. You don't work. Because they tried to get me a job so many times, bro. And I was just so sick that yeah, I was so sick. So sick, so sick. Whoa, stray. And I'm gonna live life like I should. I'll piece it all. I'm gonna write this down. I know if I wrote this uh, here, I'm never gonna see it again. Oh, I wrote that wrong. What the hell? If it is, if it isn't, wow, would it? Seriously. I want to do this as a job, bro. Like, you know, people want to invest in you. They do. They do. But they are just so finicky that they can't really do it. Like they just have too much stuff going on in their own life. Like it's just hectic for them. Because they're getting distracted by everything. It's like when you're living, it's like you're in a casino 24/7 because everything is pulling at you. You're like, "Oh, my friends want to hang out with me, my parents want to go do this. Oh, I can make money here. I have work. I want the best food. I want junk food. I want the nicest book bag. I want the nicest shoes." It's like being in a casino 24/7. So how do you navigate through that? So these people, like, they'll throw you bones, you know what I mean? Like they're like, "Oh, I want to give this kid money, but I'm going to make him cut my lawn and I'm going to make him do it for cheap." was like, what? Like, I don't want to cut your lawn, dude. I don't want to do that. Why are you giving me this job? And then you're just like, well, I need the money, so I guess I'll take the job. And you find yourself doing BS stuff because these people don't know that they want to give you money. That's how I see it. They don't know that they want to do it. They'll do drastic things. Drastic things. They'll break a leg. They'll get fired. They'll not work. All so they can funnel money to the correct sources. You know, it's like we're a colony of ants, and we don't know where the queen is. So we're trying to find the queen and stuff like that. I don't know. That was a bad analogy. I was thinking about that. I was like, where are you going with this? We're ants, dude. We're freaking ants. I don't know where I was going with that analogy, but you feel me. Like you kind of understood. You're like, all right, we're a bunch of ants, and we found food. Now we need to bring it back. But ants are more simplistic. You know, it's hard to explain an ant and a human because what ants do is pretty simplistic. They bring food back and they feed the colony. You know what I mean? They eat a little, but really, they're not feeding the colony. They're feeding themselves because you got to think about it like this. Each ant has their own little ant hole. And if they store food there, they know that when they go back home, they'll be able to find some food. So the food is really for each individual ant, but we see it as a colony and we're like, oh, they're feeding the colony, you know, they're making sure that everybody can eat because they're like a family oriented thing. But you got to think about it like they go get the food, they eat some of the food there, then they eat, then they bring it back home, and then they leave it home and then they go get some more food. It's not like they're bringing it back home and they're like, I don't need this. Everybody else have this. No, they're like, yo, bro, when I come back, I want there to be food here. You feel me? I want there to be food. And I think that they're just dumb because they don't know exactly which hole. Like if we had cameras on each individual ant and see if they actually go back to the same little hole because they just go to one hole and then do they know which one is their rooms? Like I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know if they know their own rooms, you know what I mean? I think they're just walking up in there and they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna go anywhere and I'm gonna find a girl and we're gonna try to get married, and I think it's something like that. Oh shit, what am I doing? Bro, I was thinking of, I was like, I need to start telling, I need to start telling my friends about the things that I'm thinking about. And then I was thinking, I was like, it would be so cool if they were so down and they were like, all right, what are we gonna do here? Okay, let's look at this list of inventions that you're thinking of. Okay, we could do this penis lotion, so we could definitely do that lotion, and I could get the supplies and everything, and then boom, we got an idea going. That's what I was thinking. It's pretty sad. Penis lotion, because that's what I've been thinking of. I'm like, yo, bro, our body parts need lotion for individual sections. You know what I mean? Like, if I had ear lotion, I would use lotion for my ears, but we don't have that. So it's like I never lotion my ears because I don't have ear lotion. But if somebody created ear lotion, I would use it. You know, if I was rich enough and I was like, yo, bro, I want some ear lotion. The ear lotion is like freaking $50 a pop because there's so much vitamins and nutrients in it. And it makes your ears really nice and perky. You know what I mean? I feel like our ears are the most neglected thing. And I play with my ears. So they need lotion. Winter time, they get like frostbitten. And I be trying to get my friends on top of this stuff. And then they're just like, nah, I got work to do. And I know how to work a person. It takes a lot of patience. You know what I mean? You need to watch a person mess up 100 times before they get it right. That's the most frustrating part about humans. And that's why investing in them like they are some stocks is absolutely wrong. That's how I think of it. Because when we have these random babies, the girl's kind of having it so that baby can bring them joy, right? It's going to bring them joy, and eventually they'll get a good job, and then they'll take care of them when they get old. That's why people have babies, bro. It's an investment. Like they even say it. They're like, yo, it's an investment, bro. It's gonna get really expensive around the time they turn 18. You know, when you're riding up to 18, shit is not peaches and cream. But once you get to 18, 19, that's when they go to college. That's when they want to fill out for FAFSA and shit like that. And they're like, you better hope your kid is smart. And they're not. You just better hope your kid is smart, bro. Because if your kid is not smart and they take the hard route, you're in it with them for the rest of their lives. And I think girls just kind of like that and they use it to their advantage. Because they're like, oh, I have somebody that will stay with me my whole life. They'll never leave me. Not like my husband. Excuse me. How many hours have I been streaming for? I'm gonna go for 2 hours. The typical time it takes a person to do a good amount of work. All right, cool. Oh, I need folders, bro. You gotta be faster than me to get to me, and no one's done it successfully. You just gotta stay on top, bro. That's literally what he is saying. And, you know, people play the family game. It's like, all right, I love this girl, I'm gonna get her pregnant. And what people don't realize is, like, if you didn't have a real conversation with that girl, for example, like, you just got her pregnant, dude. You were having sex with her, you got her pregnant, and she's looking at you, she's like, well, what are we gonna do? And you're like, I don't give a shit, keep it. And the girl's like, you know what? You treat me like that, then I'm going to keep it. You have relationships like that. But if you had enough time to think and be like, yo, look, listen, I want to start a family, like, immediately. I don't care how old we are. If it happens, it happens. Like, are you taking birth control? If you're not taking birth control, then we need to start using condoms if I'm not ready to have a baby. But, you know, like 6 months into the relationship, you're talking about this. Or maybe you need to talk about this right away. There's a lot of people that have they call it social etiquette. I don't believe there's anything such as social etiquette. Because social etiquette has been created by women because men are too forward on them. They're too forward to them or whatever. And because they view them as too forward, they're like, all right, we got to start making some rules. Like, you can't come up to me and be like, yo, suck my dick. You can't do that. Then this is the funny part. It's like girls can do it, but guys can't do it. Girls can literally walk up to you and be like, yo, let's go to my house. And the guy, the chance is like 75% versus 25%. Like 75% of the time he's going to say yes. Because even if he doesn't even like you, even if he doesn't think that you're good looking, he's going to be like, 75% of the time, he's going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. The 25% of the time, you have a weirdo. You have somebody that is super happy, but what are they doing in a bar? If you're super happy, why are you in a bar? Uh, they're getting paid to say no. Like the chances are, or the girl is really large. I'm not going to say fat. The girl's really large, or their face card is 2. Like the chances are pretty low, because if a girl has the confidence to walk up to you and be like, yo, come to my house right now, I don't care, we don't need to have a conversation, I just want to have sex with you right now. The guy, what was I saying? Oh shit, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, confidence. The girl has to be confident, you know what I mean? The only girls that are doing that are 7s and up. Those are the only girls that are going to do that. A girl is, even if a girl's a 6, she probably, nah. 7 and up, they can do that. And they know that they can do that. That's why they demand so much. They're like, yo, all I have to do is go to a bar and have sex with a dude right now if I want to, if you don't give me what I want. And the guy's like, I'm trying to give you everything that I can give you. I'm going to get it for you. I'm going to get it for you. That's how those girls act. So it's like social etiquette. It's like, we don't want you to do that, but we can do it ourselves. It's very backwards. Very, very backwards. You're like, oh, guys are scary when they do it. And my friend is like, she's hanging out with gay people, and she's like, yo, they're mad aggressive, bro. Like, they don't care. They'll pull you if they want to pull you. And not pull you meaning like they're going to say something nice to you. They're going to pull you. They're going to grab your freaking arm and pull you towards them. Because that's how guys interact. We're rough. Like, sex is a very rough thing, bro. You got to think about how scary it is. It's a scary thing. And we're just sitting there saying, no, it's a lovely thing when you have sex. And so most of the time it's like, yo, bro, that shit is pretty scary. Like, the only time you feel relief is at the end. Think about that, bro. The only time you feel relief during sex is at the end. And then a month later, too. Because you got to see if she's pregnant. Because if she is and you're not ready, shit goes left, bro. So definitely have that conversation as soon as possible. This is time consuming, bro. This is why I need the electronic notebook. I've been saying it, but we've been holding off. First I was like, yo, electronic notebook. And then it was like, but you need a laptop though. I feel like the laptop takes more priority only because only because May wants to start this social media thing, even though she's been saying that for the past years. I started posting January, March, April. Around April, May. When did I start posting, bro? I love this, bro. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat. I'm very shy when it comes to these things. Very, very shy. Once people start talking to me, I'm like, I can't do this, bro. This is overstimulating. I guess that's what happens, bro. It's like, yo, you're getting overstimulated. Like, these people are just talking to you, and you're just like, bro, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, after 30 minutes, it's like, bro, it's a wrap. Conversation is done. Can we do something else? So I spent around $150 this week. So I saved 50, but I haven't gotten my money yet. So I'm holding off on everything. Holding off. Like, everybody take a break. Let's stop thinking for a second. Let's take a break from money. That's what credit is used for. You take breaks with it. Because if you use debit, like, using debit, everything is like, you got to stay on top of everything. But when you use credit, it's like, oh, you got a month to think about it. And that's pretty cool. And people don't utilize credit because they're scared of it. They think that it's something that Jewish people have created and they're sucking up your money. So you have people that don't even have credit cards. You have people that don't even utilize credit cards. But if you use it in a strategic way, everything is strategic, my dude. People that don't use credit cards just haven't found a strategic way of using it yet. But the best way to use it is to pay it off as soon as possible and never spend more than you have in your debit account. My phone's in so good. All right, I'm gonna be quiet now because I talk way too much, bro. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is when I started. Oh, that's crazy. If I started around April, you know, that matches up with exactly the time I moved out. Isn't that crazy? Now, if I was live streaming in my own apartment, that would be cool, but I would have to live stream everything, bro. Not live stream, I guess, because taking videos is a lot of work. Like when I post a video, I'm like, that was a lot of work, bro. I don't want to do this. I truly don't want to do it. Can it just do it for me? And that's what live streaming is for. It does it for you. So it's definitely a way to keep everybody updated and helps keep your channel fresh because I'll be like, yo, I didn't post day one. I posted. Day two, I'm like, nah, I don't feel like doing it. Day three, I'm like, nah, I just posted like yesterday. So I don't need to post anymore. Day four is like, I just posted yesterday. I don't need to post anymore. That's how that shit goes. Oh shit, what should I be doing? I want to play some blackjack, bro. Everybody knows that when you get addicted to something, that addiction never, ever goes away. Ever. Oh, so that's probably why they were saying that addictions are actually good. I think personally, I think you can get addicted to people. I think that's real. We call them extroverts, but I think they're addicted to people, personally. And we don't say shit about it. You see, you just give it a different name. Like when you see weed and you see a person smoking it chronically, you don't call them a chronic weed smoker. You call them an addicted, abusive addiction. I think that's what they call it. They call it freaking abusive. But when a person likes to party a lot, oh, that's an extrovert. Not a chronic people pleaser. I'm telling you, they think of different stuff that just makes them feel better about themselves. Wow, it's gonna take a really long time. All right, 10 more minutes and I'm going to log off. Here comes the 10-minute mark, guys. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 motherfucking minutes. This is what I'm going to keep doing, bro. And I promise you, if I had the money, I would have bought that Auto Zone Advanced Auto Parts place. I'm telling you, just put a gas line in there. Put a gas line in there. And you've got a respectable home. I'm telling you, this is why they don't give people money. Because they know they're going to start thinking outside the box. And they don't like that. I promise you they don't like that. But I've seen stuff get out of control. Like I've seen situations get out of control. And it needs to be brought back to control. Like we need a, what do you call it? We need a base. And the base is, this world is rotten. We always go to war. People are dickheads. People will take advantage of you if you're not on top of your game. I'm just thinking that the base can be definitely changed. At least dumb people can be funny. This is hilarious. At least dumb people can be funny. I swear, I wish they saved these chats. For them not to be saved is a huge waste, bro. I know exactly which videos to post. Yeah. I mean, I should be posting them while I'm on live. So that, you know, that will be promotion. I know how it works. Don't get pissed at me, bro. You've got to you got to post videos. Look, I'll post one video right now. And watch me get a couple of views right before I get off. Watch this. Let me post it. Let me turn this off. I want to post it to YouTube. Let me see. Let me go to my gallery real quick and let me see which one I'm exactly talking about. These one all have music in them. I think that's why I didn't post them. These all have music in them. I don't know if I could post them. That's what's I was like, why do I want to post these so badly? And what's wrong with them? But I remember now. I remember. YouTube won't YouTube's gonna get pissy, watch. Yeah, I got 60 subscribers. Woo! I got 1 subscriber. Alright. This was all organic, by the way. All organic. Got that organic feed in there. You know what it is? Do you know what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's that thing that is so loud that people get afraid of it. So tell me, how deep is your love in that you mean? Hello? I did. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll get Patty. Alright, thank you. Yeah, I'm okay. Alright, bye. This is why people get fat, bro. What day is this? September 25th. Oh, watch. It's going to mute my shit. Watch. Like, YouTube is so strict on music. Like, they're so strict, bro. Like, I feel like a child anytime I freaking post onto their website. Like, can I post this, please? And they're like, no. What the hell? It has music in it. It's not your music. And I was wondering, like, why don't I post these? See? Copyright. Automatically, bro. Automatically. That's why I don't like YouTube. Oh my gosh. It's so frustrating. It's like, why are you being so strict with everything, bro? But I'm sure other people get copyrights too and they don't care. Let me see something. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How, 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 how deep is your love? All right, that was 10 minutes, bro. I'm off. I'm off. I stick to my. I stick to the truth. All right, guys. Peace out. Hope you had a great time. I had a great time. More shit coming soon. More shit coming soon. Peace, bro. Peace to YouTube.